Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you. Again, late night money. Soon to be what are we going to call it? Night moves? Is that what the name somebody came up with during the day today? Night moves? I like the night moves. Late night llama? Late night llama locks? What are going to... The poll is up. Sean Higgs, P&P, winning free picks, wherever you're watching, I appreciate it. Got to get comfy here. I was just listening in on some nerd talk. Interesting stuff there. Oh, man. Hope you hit the like button. Why wouldn't you? We gave you winners. Stetson winner day, midday money. Over on the ice winner. A couple other games we looked at. In who did we say today? Like a couple totals. Anyway, let's just get into it, shall we? We're gonna start with some TD props for tomorrow or for the weekend. I mentioned these real fast during midday money today. Njoku 170, Hunt 180 for Cleveland. Schultz is a plus 230 for the Texans. Chiefs are one of my guy, Merkel Hardman. I had this guy loaded up in a Super Bowl a couple years ago. I'm back on him. What could I say? I have faith. Green Bay. We'll go with little Reed action 150, and Cowboys will take Cooks 190. Obviously, we're not taking the minus. Who's the guy? Ford, I think, is minus money. We're not doing that. We're not taking CD Lamb. We're looking to get plus money in our football investments here. These are just anytime TDs, not first TDs. Just score a TD for us tomorrow. I'll bring them up. I put them out on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You can find them there too, and they'll be posted again tomorrow. They're scrolling underneath here in the bottom scroll. They don't fit. Only room for 100 and 200 characters. I'm a character. We need characters. All right, NBA. I didn't bet Golden State today, like I should have. Winner. Oh, this game final. I don't want to jinx it. If it isn't. David came in today, said Spurs -1. He said book it. They won by 1 plus 35, 36-point win for the Spurs today. All right, let's talk about tomorrow. I got down on the Mavericks at a 1.5, although I don't see it up everywhere right now. So give me the Mavs. You're going to get the Pellies off of a loss, looks like. Who knows? Maybe they come back. Any of that. What are they going to exert all their energy in a rally here in Denver? Coming out of Denver, just a bad spot. So we will fade New Orleans in Dallas tomorrow. Bucks first half over Golden State. Golden State lit it up tonight. Maybe they're a little slow out of the gate. Haven't done anything with that. That's just a first half. We'll see. Whatever. The Thunder against the Magic. 11.5 on the early opener here. And again, this is a spot. Magic off of a close game. 99-96 versus the Heat. Dogfight to the end. They're up 96-95 with 20 seconds left. Wasn't like a blowout. It's a battle. I don't know what they'll have in the tank. As the game progresses, Thunder walk this into a win for us. On the ice, no surprise here. Winnipeg Jets. We're going to go back to the under. We've been looking at this. We haven't just been looking. We've been dabbling. Taking it. So, yeah, we're going to be back on the under 6.5 here on the ice. I did have a over and an under tonight. So That is a split for me on the ice. Since we're just talking about some um, Winnipeg Jets total here. College basketball had a winner today on the site with Dayton. I've gotten back to even. In fact, depending on the site, we are either 170 and 169 or 166 and 165. Still down some juice. That's fine. A 41 and 28 run to start the year, 60% about, 58, 59%. I'll take it. We're heading in the right direction. If it takes me a month or two to get even, so be it. I'll take it's a slow build. It's all right. And if hockey and NBA keep, we keep going 2-1 every week, 3-2s, whatever, doing 3-1s. It's going to be a nice run into baseball season. So a couple games here, and I do have a 3-pack up. None of these games are my 3-pack. This is just part of my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 games. That's what I have. 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess it is. Lucky 13. And away we go. Towson +2. I like NC State -7.5. Camp Bell is a 10 spot. Hey, we had Campbell the other day. I'll come back. +10 at home? Yeah, I'll take her. It's easy for the odd. That's what happens. You just do double shows. Actually, I did more than 2 shows today, but you get up like 6:30 in the morning. You get tired. I'm an old man. Arkansas State, little Red Wolf action here, -2.5. Northridge, let's go. I didn't even know Northridge survived the quake. It's a little Ari Gold quote. Where has Ari Gold been? Ari Gold hasn't popped in a bit. We will take Northridge here -5. Maybe you find a 4.5. I found 4.5 myself. I see some 5s out there now. Troy -3.5. And your bailout play, because it's my latest game on the board at 8 o'clock. Southern Illinois Salukis. 2-point doggy. Let's see the chat. We got people in the chat. How we doing? David's coming in. Let me some of them Spurs. Only won by 36. Should I have a nice hockey dog tomorrow? Blues at 155. See, I can get behind some Blues action. This is a little bit more in my wheelhouse as opposed to taking a 3-win Spurs team. Definitely not going to do that. St. Louis against the Bruins tomorrow. Bruins 3rd game on the road, last 5. There we go. I like those kind of things, like 3 games in 4 nights or 5 days, stuff like that. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. And St. Louis haven't been playing too bad lately either. Everybody look at me. Oh, looks like we have some money coming on the Bruins. Boy, all right. So this is their 4th roadie. What's tomorrow? The 13th. So what is that? 6. 4 games, 6 nights, 3 losses, a shootout, 2 overtime losses. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and they've been favored in every single game. Well, small dog to Colorado, that guy, to start up their thing. I like it, Dave, but yeah, they've already dropped 3 in a row, 2 OTs. It's like an extra game. Shots for, shots against. St. Louis allowed 42 shots and only took 20 and won the game 5-2. I mean, you're getting outshot and winning games. T-Money's in the house. That move sounds like a porno. I could see now. And how about the Dayton boys? I was with you on Dayton. Flyer game went overtime. Yep, Let me pull up the hockey. I had the over in Dallas. That got there. Flyers was a loser. Had the under. How you doing tonight, Nick Nasty? T-My says Georgia money line tomorrow plus 250. How are we not talking about some Townsend plus 1 2 is an insurance tomorrow and Cubs to send out a 7 8. Hold on. So I'm with you on Townsend. You know, they're plus 2. You want to go money lines? I understand. So you like Georgia tomorrow. Early tip there versus Tennessee. I have an over a 143.5. I know it's moved up a little bit. I don't hate that. Tennessee's a. I don't know. Do I want to do a? I mean, I didn't do a draw. I'm not going to come in and take Georgia. I didn't. It didn't really jump at me as it was. I mean, you look at it. They have a nice, tidy 12-3 record, but how's that non-conference schedule treating you? Tennessee's played a tougher schedule. They've lost some of those games though. A lot of snow in Jersey. From our guy Mike Downey. T-Money says, should we just ride the CJ Trout train? CJ Stroud, this guy, quarterback. CJ Stroud. He's a quarterback who leads the Ohio State University offense. I bought a Walgreens box of cards for $4.99. I got this. And I had there was like an autograph in there from Shane Ray. T-Money says, I love the Texans as long as they have him out there. Can the defense stop Cleveland is the question. Mavs are 2.5, says Mike D. I'm Mike D in a place to be. There's a little beastie quote. I still like the Mavericks tomorrow. Still like the Mavs. Ryan's in the house. Thoughts on Bulls covering 5.5 in San Antonio without Wemby coming off a tough loss to Golden State. Yeah, I like Golden State in that spot. The Bulls had been playing good. And it really, I don't even know. Do you consider it a tough loss? Golden State pulls their usual. We're going to come out in the third quarter and destroy somebody. I mean, at halftime, they're winning this game at the half, weren't they up? I mean, they were winning at the half, and then third quarter comes, and it's lights out. Here comes Golden State. The good news is that it wasn't close, so you're not really that expended. And then you have the Spurs themselves off a really big win. Why wouldn't I take the Bulls here, right? This looks like a spot to take the Bulls. I mean, huge game. They're feeling good about themselves. Everybody comes into play. But they know that they're not good. So it's time to lay an egg. I don't hate it. 5.5 with Chicago. Sure. T-Money says, nice Dave. I didn't know you had the Spurs. We talk about T-Money. We're talking about it in the show today. I hit him with the 1-800-GAMBLER in that game. I passed on Indiana against the Hawks, but I lose on the Kings who played like butt the whole game. It happens. Dave says, their goalie Bennington has been hot for St. Louis. Yeah, listen, I like the spot. You got a fourth road game in 6 nights? Normally an auto fade. But the fact they've lost 3 in a row, I wish they would have hit at least. Tell me they would have won one of the OT games. They lost 2 OT games in a shootout. The late money show. The lady, no late llama locks. Too. I said Sean got the magic cards. I love it. Let's get it done tomorrow. The magic cards. Purdue is overrated yet. Here we go with Purdue. It's not as much as they're overrated. And I'm not a huge Purdue guy. They're a 20-point favorite tomorrow versus Penn State. Do I think that is an inflated line? I think the line's right around where it should be. Um, Road game, Indiana on deck, who the last time they played, they lost to. They lost at Indiana last game, 79-71. This was last year, last February. Maybe they want to use a little revenge factor there. Maybe, hey, we're a 20-point favorite over Penn State. Are they going to overlook them? They beat them in the regular season last year, 76-63 and 80-60. In the Big Ten tournament, the game was 67-65. 67-65 in the Big Ten tournament. I don't know. Do I want to lay 20? Not particularly. But are they overrated? I don't know. T-Way says, typo, man, I didn't have the Spurs, but I said I like the Spurs and the Pacers as well. Why was I giving credit for him taking? I gotcha. C. Carrera, Cleveland money line, and Miami. Let's see. Where are the Cavs? Oh, never mind. This is Cleveland. I'm guessing this is Cleveland Browns because the Cavaliers are not playing tomorrow unless I'm missing them on the schedule. And Miami +5. The Miami line has moved to 5 now from a opener of 3. And, I don't hate that. I like Kansas City. I think the Miami defense is missing too many pieces. I think the offense is too banged up. Forget about it's cold. I mean, I know there's not wind. It's the speed is not going to make a difference because the Kansas City defense gives up 17 points a game. The Dolphin offense versus playoff team scores 19 a game, barely. They needed a field goal to get to 22 versus the Cowboys to get them to 19 points a game. We've seen them on the road get destroyed by Baltimore, the Eagles, the Bills. The same Kansas City team beat them in England or Germany, wherever the heck they played. I don't hate Kansas City here. Cleveland money line. I don't hate the money line here. I know there's going to be a lot of love to Houston. Great season, rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, doing good things. I'd be concerned if you like the Texans. The running game is non-existent. The concern on the Cleveland side is that Flacco, I think, is throwing 5, 6, 7. How many interceptions has this guy thrown already this year? I mean, he's played 5 games. I think he has 8 interceptions. The team as a whole, interception machine. I was doing a show today with Ross Benjamin and Jesse Shule. I believe Ross said that the Browns have turned the ball over 23 times. And it makes sense because Flacco has 8 interceptions in 5 games. Watson had 4 and 6. PJ Walker had 5 in his 2 starts. DTR had 4 in 3 starts. Driscoll threw 2 last week. I mean, yeah, they turn the ball over. Houston doesn't. But you also have to be able to turn that into something. Are they going to be? Is Houston turn those into pick sixes? I mean, they're missing some offense here. This is a playoff tested team in Cleveland. The coach experience. I'm with you on Cleveland. I like Cleveland here. Purdue is rated about right, and rated about right is the top team in the country according to Team Money. You're going to lay 20. No, I'm not laying 20. No, thank you. Oklahoma +7 versus Kansas, or take the over 142. My initial lean was on Kansas here. I wanted to take Kansas, and the line was 5.5. By the time I wrote down all the lines that came back to it, it was 6.5. Now it is up to 7. So it is out of my range. I should have laid to 5.5 when I had a chance. It's a good spot, right? I mean, you have Kansas in off the loss to UCF, which I was totally wrong on. I thought it would be a Kansas blowout in Nova. I'm thinking 85-70, 85-75, something, 80, whatever. Getting over a 144 there and Kansas covering a number. They lost outright, not even a close win. Oklahoma is in off a loss to TCU. We had TCU as a unranked team over the ranked top 10 team, whether they're ranked 8th or ninth, Oklahoma. The same team, we had TCU versus Kansas. They battled to an 83-81. Kansas did beat them. So we have recent history between these two teams playing a common opponent. One guy takes care of business, the other one loses on its own court. Again, at 7, maybe I lean a little Oklahoma. It might be a pass. You don't have to get wrapped up into it, Ninja, because it's a marquee game with top 5 teams. Dave's thoughts on the Bucks tomorrow. That looks tempting. I'll be looking at a first half here with Milwaukee against Golden State. Golden State just scored a ton of points. I don't feel confident laying points with the Bucks. I know they just destroyed Boston, but again, as much as we're kind of like, hey, how about we like Boston as a spot? You had a guy sit out for Boston. You had him off an overtime game and back-to-back spots on the road. Throw that out. And now you got Golden State in a back-to-back spot. Monster blowout. They needed a win. Are they going to stay within 11 here? It's possible, but I'd rather just do a first half and try to cut this in half. I think Milwaukee comes out strong and wants to make a little statement. But am I going to bet that one? No. T-Money says Chiefs win by 7, 20-13. I don't see why not. That sounds about right to me. 305. Canes is in the house. Any thoughts on a parlay this weekend in the playoffs? Here we go. How about you just take them all straight? So that way, if you go 3-1, you make money. I do not have the NFL posted in the Look Headline show here tonight. I've been posting it in the Midday Money show for the last few days. Obviously, I like Cleveland. I like the Dallas first half team total over 14.5 points. I'm invested heavily in. Let's go. I need 17 from Dallas minimum, or I'm in trouble. Rams over 52, and I like the Tampa Bay under 44.5. T-Money says, part of it is the Browns receivers aren't very good either. Not all on the QBs, but Texas will be fine. You come in and you make a statement like, hey, the Cleveland receivers aren't good. Now, Amari Cooper had a nice little season of 1,200 yards and 5 touchdown catches. Average reception, 17 yards per catch. Njoku, 880 yards receiving, 6 touchdown passes. Ford out of the backfield had 5 TD passes. This team is playing good ball at the right time. And the Texans, again, I want to talk about the Dolphins injury. Let's pull up who's hurt here on the Texans. You got he's not the top receiver, but maybe he is. Tank Dell. He had a pretty good year. He's out. Nico. I like Nico Collins, but are those two guys? Are him and Schultz better than Amari and Njoku? Maybe it's an even wash. Maybe, and the difference is they got a Super Bowl quarterback. Speaking of laying 20, Nova got it done. It was a sweat, but they covered even though they didn't play much D. Yeah, I couldn't lay the 20 with Nova. Dale's in the house, burning midnight oil. You know it. Much love to you too, Dale. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, the late show will be back. It's college hoops time, especially when there's like 100 basketball games the next day, because I can't cover them all in midday morning. Fine, Amari Cooper torched over 250 3 weeks ago in Texas. He had 250 yards against them. Huh? Apparently, it's not good. I'm with you. I like Amari Cooper. The guy's he's a pro. And you got a quarterback who's a pro, who's pro throwing to him. The question is, will Cleveland defense show up for once on the road? Dave says, I'm going to the Hawks game tomorrow. The unders have been cashing. I'm playing the over in Dallas, scoring a ton. I could see that. Gio's in the house. Higgs after midnight. Coming in on a daily. Gotta love technology in the 21st century. Sitting here with a power outage from snow. That stinks, Gio. But thanks for popping in. Dank boys in the house. Browns money line or Chiefs under? I like the Browns money line. I like the Browns minus the 2-3 points. I think the Browns win. And Chiefs under, absolutely. Dank boy, you've popped in here enough to know. You've had to hear me say once or twice that you take Kansas City unders. They are, I think, 11-5, 11-6 to the under this year. I've been saying for the last 2 years, this year and last year, Kansas City is an under team. They have a defense. The offense keeps sputtering. Ninja is here. He was looking for some Purdue action. -20. I said, don't do it. This is what I got for tomorrow for you for the chat here. So Bucks first half again. Am I betting this? I was just trying to find something to talk about. Golden State's off a big win. Thunder, I think, just pull away here and win this game. Mavericks, same thing. Get on the Mavericks. I think the line has moved. Mike Downey told us. Hockey, we're going to Winnipeg Jets under 6.5. That's our thing. That's our bag, baby. College hoops, Townsend plus a bucket. NC State -7.5. Campbell +10. Again, we had them the other day. They cashed for us. We're back on them. Arkansas State -2.5. Cal State Northridge -4.5. Troy State -3.5. And the Salukis at 8 p.m. Saturday night +2. I got a question for the Ninja. Purdue's winning by 20 tomorrow. I wouldn't lay 20. Can they win by 20? They're really good. I don't want to lay 20 points, Ninja. Showing praise to Flacco. I love it. I'm not showing praise. I mean, the guy's thrown 8 picks in 5 games. I don't know. Is that good? I'm going to ask the invisible man. I don't think that's very good. But it has to come back to really bite them in the butt. They've been winning. And the Texans defense is going to give up some points. Are they going to turn them over? Possibly. You want to take a Flacco INT tomorrow? Sure. But don't sit here and tell me that they don't have their offense isn't better than the Houston offense. I'm not going to allow that blasphemy. Surprised that KC under is 44 seems high. I'm shocked it hasn't moved a bit. Just based on the way Kansas City's played all season and the Miami numbers. I mean, what did they score? 14 against Buffalo last week, 20 when they played them in Buffalo. They scored, I think, 17 at Philly. They scored 14 against KC on the road in Europe. What did they score against Baltimore? 14, 16 points? 17? I don't even know. They lost. They gave up 56. They scored 22 against Dallas at home because Dallas choked away the game. Otherwise, they would have had 19. They don't score. Kansas City offense doesn't score all that much. They give up 17 points on defense. How 44? I'm missing something. If somehow this gets into the high 40s, hey, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I don't see it. Now Mahomes, after a crap season, he's going to come here and just break out. Oh my goodness! It's like we're playing the Bears. It's 40-10. No. I'm making faces with my eyes. I can't. That's not happening. Oh, Gold Eagle. We love our son. Good to see you, Gold Eagle. Browns and Chiefs money line parlay +153. That's where I'm going. I don't hate it. I think it's a winner. Just Shul says, Ninja, where are you at? He's been answering questions. He was just in here. Bulls let down tonight. Yeah, bad spot for the Bulls. And they had won, 4 in a row? But Golden State's coming in playing like trash. The line was 3.5 went to 3. It was Warriors all the way. Houston's a lock. Got my new pad out. Houston. Lock. T-money. I would like to have some ba with you. Okay? Carreras coming in. Casey over has gone from 51.5 to 43.5 in 2-degree weather. Was it? Listen, I get down pretty early on games. That was a 51.5 on an opener? Where was that at? I thought I did good at a 44. Was that a 51? Tell me I missed a 51. Casey's always supposed to win by 7. I really think they may win, but not covering +5 and 7. I don't know if they're supposed to win by 7. The line opened at 3. But I think they win. Stop Jerry says, New Mexico versus San Diego. Yes, take them against San Diego State tomorrow. San Fran versus Portland. I think I leaned a little Portland in this one. Hold on a second. Did I have a little Portland written down? Nope. So many games. Definitely no Marcos Minute. He's going to come looking for one. What time is this game? Oh, where is it? we know New Mexico. Who I'm looking for San Fran. Is this on the back page here? Where's San Fran? I can't even find San Fran. There we go. 16 and a half here. Uh, yeah, I'm not interested. I mean, no thank you. No thanks. Ninja says, how are you, Jesse? Stop Geo says BYU over UCF. Yeah. UCF off a huge win. Take BYU. Only if Jesse speaks Vietnamese. I love ba ba ba. Kansas home, Oklahoma, Butler. That's not 5.5 anymore. I saw a 6.5. Somebody posted a 7. Butler versus the Hall. No opinion on that one. But the BYU UCF off the Kansas win. Michael B's in the house. 51.5 ESPN bet, probably 50 at actual circuit. No, it's not. Circuit never had it at 50. ESPN bet at 51.5. I got to get ESPN bet. What a joke organization that is. Holy cow. I hope you got the under 51.5. I mean, I thought I was late to the party on a 44 in the Buffalo game. Great night. 6-1 NBA, 2-1 college basketball waiting on Boise. Actually, 6-1 in NBA. I would have had a good night in NBA if I would have bet him. Iceman Industries with a sweep on Friday. I go 1-1. Time to get drunk and have some ribs. There you go, Jesse. Nate Carlson always bet against DePaul. They're miserable. They are bad. They are bad. Take Purdue tomorrow, Jesse. They're coming off a loss. He says late at 20. Stop James says TCU Houston under 138.5. Let's look at Tennessee, Georgia under. That should be a rock fight. I took over 143.5 in Georgia. Tennessee game. And Houston, I think, is going to be an over. Jesse's trying to link up. Sneaky link with the Ninja. Michael B says, got a ton of college basketball. New Mexico, yes. A&M, sure. Northwestern, no opinion on Northwestern. TCU against Houston. Again, I don't hate that spot there. Vanderbilt. Where's Vandy? I mean, what's Northwestern? 7.5. It's down. That was 8.5. So you're on the right direction there. I don't know where Vandy is. Where's Vanderbilt? Go to the maps here. Vandy against Ole Miss. Oh, it's an early. How did I miss this one? 629 in a rotation. That's how I missed it because it's on a different page. Hate when that happens. Vandy. What do you lay Vandy? You getting plus 11.5? That's right on the number there. That's right. It was 10.5. It went up. So I guess you're on the right side with the line moves. Korean barbecue is the best kind of barbecue, says Ninja. Jesse wants to find out where this guy's at. T-Money from David. I was torn on the Cleveland game, but now you came in with a lock on Cleveland. Michael B says, FL, you already know Browns money line under KC. Yep. Ninja's in Seattle right now. He's freezing. Matthew King's in the house. Bucks in the over. I do not hate it. Let's go. I like him for the first half. Golden State's showing a little life. Take that over. What is that? 245? Go for it. Jesse said, I've been to Saigon, Ken Down, Night Trang, and Manute from Saigon and Tan Hap. Gold Eagle says, my 7.5 Hawks against the Wizards for some easy money or no? Oh, I wish it was all easy money. Wouldn't that be nice? If it was easy money? How about an over in that game? Maybe Atlanta scores a bit here. How's it been of late? Let's see. This is what, a 250 under over. Well, you know what? Maybe more of an under here the way they've played of recent. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to laying 7 here or whatever it is. I mean, the Wizards have dropped what, 7 in a row, 6 in a row. Their one win was over Brooklyn. I'm going to say, you know what? Let's lay it here. The Wizards have the Pistons up next. So that's a game they're probably thinking we have a shot at winning. And Atlanta's dropped 3 off 4. So they got to get back on track. Yeah, I could do that. Michael B says, thoughts on St. Mary's versus Claire? I want to lay it with Mary's. Claire off to Gonzaga win. Yeah. Listen, you're already doing that with BYU. You got to come in and do it again here and take Mary's. Ninja, ever heard of Quan Udut? Chris, is ESPN Beta is for sure giving money away right now. They limit every wager and player through. Yeah, and I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter. It's ridiculous. This is crazy. Michael B. And no wonder why offshore never goes away. That's why locals and offshore will never leave because these books are just ridiculous. Michael says, I'm looking for something to parlay with Kansas, maybe Tennessee or something, or maybe Kansas first half off and out. They're off it. I don't know if I like that. The line's already moved out of my range. Michael says, next time we go to Saigon, Quan Oud on me. I'll let you know. T Money says, make sure you're in here tomorrow. Night, David, Mr. Cleveland. Dale says, Trailblazers team total under been hitting for future. Oh, yeah. I mean, holy cow, this Trailblazer team. If you thought it didn't get bad the other night when they lost by like 60 points, how'd they follow that up tonight? Losing again, 20-point loss. And that's with 36 points in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are they playing Sunday? Home against Phoenix. See, that's where I think you play on them. That's where we grab a little fade Phoenix. Mike S in the house. Long time no talk. I know it's been a minute. Any chance you can see the Steelers upsetting the Bills? Bad weather. If they're playing in Buffalo and it's just a steady snowstorm and wind, absolutely. I took a 10.5. I got a 10.5 with the Steelers. Now, this game changes. They move it to Cleveland. They move it to Monday afternoon or Monday night. The lines change. It won't be a 10. You're basically in. If the winds are going to be the winds, 30 plus winds. I mean, usually 60. I mean, gusts are one thing. That's not steady. It's going to be a gust of wind. If it's going to be a steady wind, this is equal. It's just a running game now. It's just a running game. You can't pass the ball in crazy wind. I'll take a shot with the Steelers there. For sure. It goes to Cleveland. I'll lay 7.5 with the Bills. Forget it. Reginald says Wake Forest minus the 5. Wakey, eggs and bakey heading to the ACC against Virginia. I don't mind laying this. I'm shocked that it looks like there's money on Wake here because you'd assume everybody would be on Virginia as a better known kind of basketball school. The line is flat. It's 5. Everything says 5. I do see a tick up here, 5.5. I like Wake. Take Wake Forest. Do it for Rodney Rogers, Reginald. Allen turns it over a lot, so that's how I see the Steelers' path to upsetting Buffalo. But if he's not throwing the ball, if it's a blizzard, kind of offsets that. Offsets his good stuff, offsets the bad stuff. They're running, and the ball can pop out anywhere. But Steelers definitely better shot in blizzard conditions than perfect conditions. Stop here says Higgs, I'm getting 30 to 40 cents value, better value on my daily 2-leg all props NBA parlays. ESPN won't be at minus 110 and FanDuel 140 for the same lines almost every day. Until ESPN limits you, like they do apparently. Gold Eagle says, I'll do it. Yes, Gold Eagle. Get on it. I'm going to see what I told you to do for the easy money with the Atlanta Hawks. Michael B says, NBA, I may have to take Utah moneyline versus the Lakers. I know they're on back-to-back. Man, they're playing well. And 2, seems short for the Lakers. Yes. Only reason why I didn't add it in here because of that. Jazz on a back-to-back, and it's a 2.5. What's that about? Fernando's in the house. We keep riding the Jazz. I think so. Gio says ESPN bet. Oh, we did that one already. I missed the boat on Kansas. Would have had them 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Super. 6.5, 7. I'll pass. Just 120 other games. Bama, Mississippi State. I sort of like Mississippi State here. I didn't pull the trigger on them though. Carrera says 9.5 at Cirque on the Steelers. Yeah, I'd still take that. Gold Eagle says depends on the stadium. Isn't Buffalo designed? Does like your wind blow like that in a stadium? If it's, I don't think it makes a difference. If it's just a crazy blizzard like conditions, you're going to get wind either way. You know. Damon's in the house. Did you cover basketball? I've covered everything already. You can just check it out on the replay. I mean, I'll pop up the games I threw out in the chat in a second. I got one more comment. No TJ Watt, it does hurt. So it's scrolling underneath Damon as well. These are, again, NBA. The only game I bet out of these right now are the Mavericks -1.5. I like the Thunder to win going away. Maybe Bucks first half. I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is just putting a couple things out there for you. Mavericks have been bet. Have been bet. College basketball. All these games I got 13 games on the site. You got them here. These are some of them here. Townsend +2, NC State -7.5, Campbell +10, Arkansas State -2.5, Northridge -4.5, Troy -3.5, Southern Illinois plus a bucket. A bucket. All right. I think I covered it all. A lot of games on a Friday night. Ugh, my goodness. All right. Back tomorrow, midday money. I'll be doing a pub sports little wild card show in the afternoon as well. Then we'll run back late night money. I need to get my guy Detroit Lenny to work on a new banner. I don't know. I kind of like the night moves. Like I said, the most surprised the Arizona Wazoo line is coming down. I don't know. Let me pull it up real fast. 6 o'clock, 7:35. This was a 9.5. What are you seeing at it right now? 8.5s. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I guess they think they got picked off 2 of their last 3 games on the road, but Purdue and Stanford got them, so they think they're going to lose here on the road. Maybe too much of a number. I'm with you on the points. I didn't play it though. Night moves. I like it, right? Got to get a song. I'm going to take the Bob Seger song. Just a little clip. Talking about the night moves. That's it. That's it. Soul music. Arizona money line. Oh boy, here we go. Listen, Matthew, I cannot. I'm not the one here. I cannot come in here and say, let's take a 8.5, 9-point favorite here on a money line. It's way too many points. Way too many. Not too many points. Well, it is too many points because when you rock out a 9-point fave and you say, "Hey, let's grab a money line because it's a win." I mean, you're laying. What are you laying on this? It's 9 points. No, thank you. Way too much juice. Way too much juice. I mean, crazy. 9 points, money line. Oh my goodness. Michael B. And besides, I'd be leaning on the other side anyway. How about the theme song, "The Night Rider"? We could let's use the Busta Rhyme remix of he had the Night Rider fired up. Down, 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 down. Do 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 do. I could do that. I can't do that. I wish I knew how to break down the sampling. I can figure it out. I'm just too lazy. All right, I'm out of here. I'm freaking exhausted. Be back here in a few hours. Dale says, one last thing. Just watch Night Shift last night. Still as great as it was. Yes, Night Shift. Dale, were you in the chat today when we brought up Night Shift? We were talking about that with Michael Keaton and Henry Winkler. Was that maybe that was in the when I was with the Earls doing a show with him and Dave. Yeah, Night Shift is classic. Michael Keaton. How about we feed the tuna, the tuna fish mayo before we can them? That way you don't have to add it to the can. Kicks ass little tape recorder. Night Shift. Carrera, have a good night. Appreciate everybody popping in. I will see you all